So I may have missed the memo on this, as it's come to me just recently about HI, something that can oppose AI. Now, everyone's going to have their own views on this technological advancement, and there's pros and cons to everything. And I just popped across this article, and it was saying HI and heart intelligence, which I thought was quite beautiful, as a contrast to the artificial intelligence that's being ramped up right now. It's obviously in alignment to where everybody's feeling stuff right now, I believe. Sitting with grief, sitting with loss, sitting with pain, sitting with burden or other emotions that we are visitors, temporary visitors. We don't really wish to claim anything as my own, my XYZ, fill in the gap. And I just wanted to, 1 on the clock, I just wanted to see if it had come across anybody else's feed and how they might interpret heart intelligence, because fundamentally I think it's where we're all headed, those who choose it, those who are sort of slowly changing daily acts and daily moments of gratitude and simplifying and just coming back to the heart, showing more compassion for ourselves, forgiveness for ourselves, for others, less judgment. I think something else as well came up recently, a quote about when people are highly critical of others and quite judgmental, kind of shows they may be carrying a lot of shame inside. And obviously, but there are certain emotions that affect different organs, and grief, affects the lungs, and the heart is really where we need to sort of start to sit and get comfortable with, as we crack it open, as it expands in this great awakening. And I just thought I'd pull a little card from my teeny weeny deck, gifted by a beautiful soul, and pulled out roots in regard to this heart intelligence, because it's kind of where we're all rooted. And maybe we've known all different kinds of love in our lifetime, conditional, unconditional, potentially fake as well, or love bombing, what people call it. But some people just have different capacities for their emotions because they were never taught to process them. And when there is this great undercurrent of change right now, and I'm feeling quickening. I don't know if it's what's going on with the elemental powers, the elemental spirits. Is so much is in the air, fire, water, everything is just like speeding up. And so even placing a hand on our heart for number 4 on the clock, it's foundation and just rooting and coming back to stability, because we need to be able to be stable in our emotions right now and to find stability within ourselves, because we all crave and need emotional connections with others, and if they're imbalanced on either of our sides, in whichever dynamic we are in, those imbalances can affect the emotional connection and impact us negatively when we don't want our hearts to affect others because of our unresolved this, that and the other, XYZ, fill in the gap again. And this heart intelligence that's sort of being spoken more about as the level of artificial or fake world or illusion based kind of realities are crumbling, is that this is where we can always come back to. Our heart is the roots, is our centre, is our, I was going to say place of power, but people obviously talk about the solar plexus and the sun, the light being that masculine energy of power, but the heart, unlocking that, and I trust elevating to higher heart chakra, and these greens and pinks, which I love to wear and to see around me in a very monochrome society in terms of clothing sometimes, because they do evoke, colour evokes such a, it can evoke an emotional response in others in terms of what we see, and I really love pinks and greens and trust wearing them more can help heal our hearts and resonate with others. But yeah, without going on a ramble, is heart intelligence, I wonder where that's going, because it's being talked about more, and the different interpretations of that, and how can we all get better at listening to our heart, you know, turning the mental brain off and coming back to roots, and just really grounding in self, grounding in our, you know, our heart it's a brain center. It's tapped into our soul's essence and connections from other places, spaces and time. And yeah, it's all part of the healing of the nations. So I trust that we all lean into that heart intelligence and leave the fakeries behind.